We're going to do a beetroot hummus. So yes, you can make a hummus in your cold press juicer. This is the advantage of having the 3-in-1 with the extra attachment. We need chickpeas. I've got some garlic, so I'm going to use all the ingredients that I would if I was making a hummus in a food processor, except what I'm doing is I'm not going to put any oil in. So when you make it in a food processor and you're pouring some olive oil to blend it all up, this hummus in a cold press juicer has no oil, which is fantastic for any of you who are following I'll just grab my board back, thank you, who are following a no oil plant-based diet. If you are having heart conditions or cholesterol issues and you're wanting to lower your oil intake, so then we can make a hummus with no oil and it's going to taste amazing. So I've got garlic, I've got some lemon juice, I've got some aquafaba, or the liquid that comes with the chickpeas when you buy them, so we want to use a little bit of that. I've got some beetroot here. Now you can buy your beetroot, you need to have it steamed, or you could roast it so that it goes through the juicer with the sorbet strainer. If you're making beetroot juice, you don't need to cook it, you can just use it raw. But when we're using the sorbet strainer and we're making a lovely hummus, it needs to be steamed or cooked or roasted. All right, so let's what I'm going to do is show you how we want to prepare the ingredients for this one. So I'm going to do it all into a bowl. So chickpeas first. Then we're going to put the lemon juice in there. The chickpea juice, and then I want to finish with the beetroot. I don't want it whole like that, I just want to cut it up into a few little pieces, about the size of the chickpeas so that it mixes in nicely. And then I want to put some garlic and flavour this beetroot hummus up, so I'm just going to chop the ends off the garlic. It's a nice big clove, this one, so I might only use half. Just take the skin off, and then with the garlic, just mince it up. Of course the juicer will crush it, that's not why we're cutting it up. The juicer will easily crush it, but what I want to do is really get the flavour going through the whole of the hummus and not a big hit of it. Okay, so that's the preparation done. Then I just want to mix that in. We've got a bit of everything all coming through. All right, so now we're ready to use our juicer. So check, got the sorbet strainer in there. Let's pop her on. Now, I'm going to use my spoon again, and I've got the top back on so we can catch if we need to. All right, so just feeding it nice and easy. Make sure the cap's open for this one. And you'll see that the beetroot hummus is already starting to push through. For this recipe, I've got like just a 1 can. You can double it, you can make as much as you want. And look, because this is cold pressed, okay, we've got no artificial flavors, we've got no artificial preservatives, additives, nothing in this. So it's going to be extra healthy. And it'll easily last a week in the fridge. You really do want to use a spoon when you're making this one because it gives it a little bit of liquid to the recipe, just so that it helps mix it together as it's going through. Okay, there we go. So you can see how it's just squeezing and pressing, doing all the work. I don't have to do too much, ready to go. Let's see what it comes out like, shall we? Okay, that'll do for now. I'm just going to mix this in. And what you'll notice when you see it is you've got a little bit of a different type of texture than you would have with a hummus if you made it in a food processor, because with a food processor it's got metal blades, it's got oil, and it's all melded and mixed together. Whereas this one, look, it's a little bit more rustic, a little bit more chunky. I can get big bits of chickpea, big bits of beetroot coming through. So I really like it. It's actually really, really tasty. Now chickpeas, I've got to tell you the health benefits as well, because they have a soluble fibre, as most legumes and beans and peas do. And the real advantage of soluble fibre is when you take it into the body, it creates like a gel type substance that gets into the intestines, into the bowel, and that insoluble fibre can help to pull out toxic material and waste material and get it out of your body. So we want a lot of soluble fibre, which you get from juicing, you get from eating fruits and vegetables, beans as well, and chickpeas. Let's give this a little taste test. Have you ever done this at home? You make some crackers with some cucumber, just cut them into nice thick slices, and you can make a plant-based dip with crackers.